Everybody goes crazy at Thanksgiving for one particular meat, and that's turkey. Me personally, I don't really like turkey that much. It's dry, it's gamey. No matter how much you try to moisten it or try to get it to be perfectly seasoned, it doesn't hit as great as chicken does. So if you're like me and you're looking for a great chicken recipe for Thanksgiving, then this is the perfect one for you. It's a little bit different, but trust me, it's gonna hit nonetheless. Alright, now let's stop clucking around and get this bird spatchcocked and prepped. Now, if you didn't Google it by now and have no idea what spatchcocking a chicken means, it's simply the process of removing the backbone and essentially butterflying it. I think this process is quite helpful in giving us a nice, even cook. The first step to getting our chicken prepped is that we're going to take out any innards or giblets in that chicken, and before you nasties even think about saying it, that's all I'm doing. Perverts. Now, the backbone of the chicken, as you can see here, can be cut simply by taking a humble pair of kitchen shears and going across each side before that backbone breaks. Once you get that cut through like so, you have a couple of options. You can either take this and make a delicious stock, but unfortunately, I don't have the ingredients for a stock at this moment, so we're just going to simply toss this in the trash. But again, you can make a stock from this or whatever you choose to. Now, this part is optional, but I like to circumcise some of that excess skin for aesthetic purposes. So now we're going to flip this baby over, and here comes the fun part, the spatchcocking. And once you kind of hear that pop sound, that's how you know that your chicken is perfectly broken down in the breast. Now I'm going to pat the chicken dry with a paper towel, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to make it brief. Arguing over cleaning chicken has been an issue with cooks since the beginning of time. For some, like me, it's cultural. For others, it's not. But you bought the chicken, it's your choice. It's up to you how it's prepped. But I will say, if you do choose to wash your chicken, please just sanitize your area afterwards. That's all. Now for this initial marinade, I took a stick of butter and I melted it, and I added some MVP seasoning from AC BBQ in it. Now it's my go-to season for anything barbecue, and I'll put a helpful link in the description on where you can purchase it. Now I don't get any commission off of this, but it's just a seasoning that I swear by, that's all. I'm just going to give that a nice little whisk like now, once that's nice and incorporated, I rub that all over the chicken, inside the breast, and underneath the skin. Now with this marinade, it's going to be the initial base of the seasoning, as 1, the butter will inject a great amount of flavor into the chicken, and 2, that seasoning will impart some great flavor initially in that chicken. Now there will be some more seasoning, of course, and obviously more butter, I promise you, but for now, this is going to be the starting point for this wonderful spatchcock chicken. And while I have your attention, please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. My goal is to provide you with amazing recipes and tasty takes on some of your favorite dishes. So if you haven't done so already, click on that subscribe button, hit the share button for me as well, send this to your friends and family, and you'll get access to some really quality content. Thank you, I appreciate you, and back to the video. So now that we have the chicken initially seasoned, I'm going to put it into a bowl and cover it with plastic wrap to place in the fridge overnight. Now I know there's going to be somebody in the comments arguing, well, I don't have the patience to wait all day for this. Then 4 to 6 hours is perfectly fine. But trust me when I say that that 24-hour wait is well worth it. So it's a whole 24 hours later, and I've got my oven preheated at 425 degrees. I'm placing the chicken on top of a parchment-lined baking sheet for now because I want to finish the remaining seasoning process. I've got some softened butter that I seasoned with black pepper, that MVP barbecue seasoning, some garlic powder, and some smoked paprika. Now I'm going to rub it all over that chicken and inside and out. I'm placing a little bit of oil on that chicken, and it's going to help with spreading that butter across the chicken and help to get that skin nice, perfectly golden brown and crispy when it's baked. Now make sure you get all of that butter in the skin too, because once it starts to bake, it's going to pop out of that skin and provide us with some amazing basting liquid to keep that chicken nice and juicy. I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning just to coat the top of that bird because, again, we like flavor on this side, and the more flavor, the merrier. Now for the piece de resistance, or whatever that means, I'm going to add some thyme and rosemary to the skin of that chicken, and it's going to give it a nice, sharp, earthy flavor that will complement the sweetness from the butter and that barbecue seasoning. Once that's in, I'm going to place my handy dandy food thermometer inside of the breast part of the chicken, And I can check the temperature on my phone with this handy dandy device that I have that lets me see when the chicken will be ready. And I'm setting it to 162 degrees. Now once it rests when it's done cooking, it will get to that perfect 165 temperature and remain juicy, flavorful, and delicious. But we're going to place this in our preheated oven for exactly an hour, or until it reaches that 162 degree temperature. And once that's done, you're going to get the juiciest chicken ever. Now I cut a slice of that breast piece, and as you can see here, this baby is juicy. I paired it with some tasty mashed potatoes, which I may show you all at some point in time. But for now, let's dig in and eat. First things first, you gotta taste those potatoes, and my initial reaction, they're so good. It's creamy, buttery, and oh so delicious. But as for that chicken, yeah, I did that. You can tell I did that. And you can too. Make this for yourself, follow me for more recipes like these, and until the next time we feast, peace.